So I'm pretty excited today. Today I get to drive 4 supercars. I'm on my way to a place called Scenic Rush, and they provide driving experiences. And today I'm going to experience one of those experiences. Okay, I'm in the Corvette, the Z06. First impressions, no, it doesn't look like and feel like any other Corvette I've seen, which is a good thing. The interior is nice. It feels good. My family have owned GM cars before, and this is no GM car feel here. The exhaust is really nice. We're not out on the highway yet, so I don't know about the power, but feels good. Feels good so far. So we have a little bit of open road in the Corvette. First thing I'm noticing, I have it in automatic mode. It shifts really quick. The automatic, this thing does not feel like a regular automatic. I haven't even put it into manual mode yet. It's good. Okay, on the highway, the Corvette is very responsive. Steering's great, brakes are awesome, and I still have it in automatic mode, and I'm keeping up with the Ferrari. This thing shifts by itself very quickly, and it's good. I don't really have a need to go into manual mode, but I will. Other than that, it's great. One thing, for a car that has this much power and this much image, the exhaust is very quiet. You only hear it when you step on it. At cruising speed right now, I'm not sure if this thing is even on. It's just all I hear is the wind. Okay, I have it in manual mode for the last 10 minutes. You do hear the engine after 3,500 RPMs. That's when this car becomes alive. Manual mode is good. Lets you hear the engine. Last car of the day is the Ferrari. Always wanted to drive a Ferrari, dream car, and it doesn't disappoint. Sounds great, feels great. The driving position is way better than the Lamborghini. I think it even sounds better. Again, right now I'm in auto mode, and even on auto mode, it's great, it's fine. Less buttons, in my books, that's a good thing. Less things to worry about, less distraction, just focus on driving. Brakes are pretty good, brakes are easy to modulate. I think so far all the cars, the brakes are better than the Lamborghini. I'm back in my CL600, nice and comfy. Alright, time for the review of the drive. I'm going to review them in the order that I drove them. Just a point here, all of them were put into sport mode. Okay, so that's how I'm going to compare it. Every car was in sport mode. First off, the Corvette. First impression, good looking car, good looking interior, seats fit really well, very comfortable, very easy to use, all the instrumentation, everything was right there, very friendly, very user friendly, very familiar. You didn't really have to look for anything or go searching for anything. So you get used to it right away. Very easy to use. Ride, I think it might have had the softest suspension of the four, but for public roads, it was perfect. It was fine. Comfortable, you don't feel any bumps and cracks in the road, sporty enough that you can keep up with any of them in the group. Brakes were excellent, just beautiful, easy to get used to, easy to modulate, a little bit on the touchy side, but you know, within 30 seconds, a minute, you're fine. Okay. Steering response was very good. Very, very good. Next up is the Gallardo, the Lamborghini. Very loud. Seating position, not very comfortable for me. Visibility, yes, the Corvette was convertible. The Lamborghini was a coupe. But even for a coupe, you really have to look around everywhere just to make sure that you are where you're supposed to be. So, you know, if you're moving through traffic, you really have to be on your toes, because you can't just catch something out of the corner of your eye, because in the corner of your eye is part of the car, and you really have to move your neck around just to see everything. The layout was, it's one of those cars you have to own so you can get used to it. At the end of the drive, our 20 minutes in the car, I still wasn't used to all the controls and everything. Whereas in the Vette, a few minutes and I'm good. Okay. The exhaust, yeah, it's loud, but that's it. It's just loud. The transmission needs to be, you need to get used to it. Okay. It's all right. Okay. The suspension is very firm. It's probably the firmest of the four. I felt everything on the road. Yeah, I felt it. Next up is the GTR. Never had that much feeling for the GTR until now. It's a nice driving car. I thought it would be more primal, you know, more rough. It wasn't. It had a nice suspension, absorbs a lot of stuff on the road. I think the only thing that was softer than the GTR was the Corvette, but it was nice. It shifted very, very quickly, and it was, I think the one car that I just left it in automatic, and it was fine. I was keeping up with the Lamborghini in automatic mode, perfectly fine. Dash-wise, interior was good. Nothing special, but it was nice. Visibility. Now I can compare this to the Lamborghini. Way, way better than the Lamborghini in terms of visibility and ease of driving. Usability was way better than the Lamborghini. Like again, you need to own that Lamborghini in order to get used to it. Whereas the GTR, again, it's 2 minutes, you're used to everything. Okay. Last one was the Ferrari. It's an exotic car, it's an Italian car. I was expecting something like the Lamborghini. Not. It was way better than the Lamborghini. It was the oldest car of the group. I think that one we drove was a 207, they told me. And it felt so tight. It felt really new, even though the dash, the interior looked older than the rest of the group. But so what? You're there to drive. You're not there to play with buttons. If you want to play with buttons, get yourself a PlayStation. But you're there to drive, and when it comes to driving, that Ferrari checked off pretty much every box I had. It felt great. The response was great. The brakes, I think the only thing that was better than the Ferrari was the Corvette. Just slightly better for me. But the handling was better than everything. And it's the oldest car there, so that says a lot for that Ferrari. The sound, it's true, Ferrari exhaust is music to the ears. The Corvette, after 4,000 RPM, it becomes alive. It's loud. It's barking at you, but it's just loud. The Gallardo, for me, it was just more annoying than anything else. It's on all the time. It's loud all the time. It's one of those cars that if you drive it down a boulevard, bunch of cafe shops, you'd feel embarrassed because everybody else is thinking, what the heck is this guy trying to prove? It's not you, it's the car, okay? Whereas the Ferrari, it's quiet when it needs to be quiet, and it's loud when it needs to be loud. But it's not loud, it's great sound. You know, in that Ferrari, I could care less if there was a stereo. Wouldn't have any use for it, because I could listen to the exhaust all day. Whereas the Corvette and the GTR, it'd be nice to have a stereo. The Lamborghini, I would like to have my friend own one so I can just ride in it. I really don't want to own or be driving that Lamborghini if I had a choice. It's not that it's a great, it's not that it's a bad car. It's just not the kind of car I would want. Okay, so what car would I place the best? You probably may have guessed. Out of this group, the number one car for me would be that Ferrari. Extremely close second would be the Corvette and the GTR. And dead last is that Lamborghini, because it's just not, doesn't fit what I want in a high-end luxury sports car. That thing would be great for a track, but driving around in real roads, public roads, through downtown, on highways, long drives, that is not a car to pick. The Ferrari would be the car to pick. If you don't have Ferrari, that GTR and that Corvette, one's a convertible, one's a coupe, may serve different purposes, but those two would be second for me, and the last would be the Lamborghini. Alright, well, thanks for listening, and hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks to Scenic Rush for providing this for me. Check them out. They have good service. Alright, bye-bye.